In 2005, I moved to the UAE on a company project, actually down in Abu Dhabi. And when I left that job, I had a lot of friends that had moved to Dubai and were getting very exciting opportunities for sort of their level of experience and their age.
We came here for a little bit of that action, didn't get any of it, but ended up starting Dubizzle.
We were going through the everyday struggles, I think, of setting up in Dubai, the typical expatriate sort of life of, you know, where am I going to live and how am I going to get around, and I need furniture and that sort of stuff, and realizing very quickly that there were no resources. We just looked into it and we said, hey, I think there's a really interesting opportunity here to provide something for that need.
Difficult, impossible actually, so we didn't. We had to fund it ourselves. You know, we put basically all of the money that we had saved up from our year of working. Some had worked for 2 years, I worked for 1, post-university, which was $12,000, and then that lasted us about 6 months, and we quite luckily found an angel investor after that. And had we not, you know, I don't know what we would have done.
In the beginning, we were on a lot of discussion forums, maybe expatriate websites. We used paper classifieds as sort of a source for content. We would text message people in the paper classifieds and tell them you can list on Dubizzle now and it's free and you can add pictures.
I think at that time it was a bit of a perfect storm for us when that happened. We had all of a sudden lots of people were leaving, had to sell their stuff, so we had a lot more people would turn to Dubizzle for their purchases. The supply of real estate increased dramatically because people weren't just holding on to flip properties. They actually had to rent them out and whatnot, and so we had a massive expansion of our real estate section. Now we're in, I believe, 10 countries outside of the UAE, and just recently we've had a really big boom in Egypt. And now actually the majority of our traffic comes from outside of the UAE. I think that in the UAE too there's a lot of competition around certain aspects of our site, whether it be cars or property or jobs, and that's, I think, where our focus is now, is not only giving someone a very good general experience that they can carry with them from one, you know, cars to properties to baby items, but also looking at how we can develop each one of those streams very specifically to give them the unique experience that really fits their need when they're looking for that particular transaction.
A lot of entrepreneurs, they want to maybe start a restaurant, or they have an idea, and it's not necessarily solving a problem, but it's just because they like that idea also. And if there's an existing idea that is already solving that problem, or there's no issue with that existing idea, then you really need to think twice about what you're trying to solve. And once you start with that problem, I think the next step is just to dedicate, you know, 100% of your effort to making sure that the customers that you're solving it for are pleased with your service.